The Panama Canal. Something most of us only ever heard about in school, and then we were like, okay, it's a canal, it's in Panama, moving on. You know, maybe if somebody went on a cruise, their ship went through it, so you saw a couple photos of it, but that was it. That was your life experience of the Panama Canal. And then one little boat got wedged in it, and suddenly we became global experts on, like, what gets transported through, how many ships per day, what it costs. Everybody was like, okay. And then it was like, oh, as an adult, it's fun to learn things. But, like, now that the canal is unblocked, let's make sure, the people driving the boats know what straight lines look like going forward. And we resumed our lives. And then Trump out of nowhere was like, the Panama Canal, we want it back. And Panama was like, it's a canal. And it's like kind of big. We can't just slip it in a FedEx box and have it on your doorstep by 10 a.m. The shipping cost alone, it's not doable. And Trump is like, but I want it so bad, I love a can and all. And you were still just like, what the? Okay. But then he didn't say anything about it for a while, so you kind of thought it was quiet. Although last night when he mentioned Greenland again, I was like, oh shit, we're starting the record over, aren't we? And then today I see Panama Canal in my newsfeed, and I'm like, oh god, he's gonna start from the beginning again. But it was Trump responding to the sale of the Panama Canal to BlackRock for $23 billion. Something that Panama told Trump wasn't for them to have. Apparently, they decided they were going to sell it anyway, just not to Trump. And now Trump is praising BlackRock because now BlackRock owns it, which you could argue is infinitely worse than Trump owning it. Trump would just do shitty repairs and eventually it would cave in. BlackRock, the most evil corporation in the whole world. And I'm including Halliburton in that. And the company that makes white phosphorus for Israel out of West Virginia. BlackRock, the worst. The worst. Now gets to control the price of every ship that goes through the Panama Canal. And if ships don't want to pay that or can't pay that, they would have to take the long way around, and at that point, either the products that get here would be twice as expensive or they just wouldn't bother shipping them. This is not going to be good, but also, dear President of Panama, do you remember just a few weeks ago, because it's only been a few weeks, just a few weeks ago when you said the canal wasn't for sale, it belonged to you guys, it belonged to all of us because it was a major route for trade. What happened there? What was the pivot where you were like, oh yes, it is for sale? This is not going to be good. A brief rebriefing is everything goes to this tiny little thing right there. Otherwise, they have to bring it across land that way, or try to figure a way to go up and around. I mean, this is going to work out well. That's going to work out okay. But this is stupid expensive. Either trucking is going to get really popular across the US, or it's going to get interesting. And by interesting, I mean really expensive. What the actual